Hello and welcome to Vitex Lawyers. In previous videos, we have discussed part A1, A2, and A3. Now we are on part B, which is information about your application. Use form I589 supplement B or attach additional sheets for paper as needed to complete your response to the question contained in part B. So I have mentioned already. I have mentioned that if you want to provide any additional information about any question in this application, then you will use supplement B. You will write the part and question number of that part of the application, and then you will start answering those questions. In this section, part D, when answering the following question about your asylum or other protection claim, withholding of removal under 241B3 of the Immigration and Nationality Act, or withholding of removal under the Convention Against Torture, you must provide a detailed and specific account of the basis of your claim for asylum or other protection. To the best of your ability, provide specific dates, places, and description about each event or action described. So I want to mention here that it's not compulsory that you have to mention the exact dates and places where your persecution was held. You can provide estimated dates or dates are best according to the best knowledge of your memory. You can write the dates, place, and descriptions of those incidents which happened to you. You must attach documents evidencing the general conditions in the country from which you are seeking asylum or other protection and specific facts on which you are relying to support your claim. So I'll make video on how to gather evidences about your asylum application. So for the sake of this video, you only remember that you will have to provide evidences that what are you saying actually in what are you claiming. You must have evidences of those incidents or events. If this documentation is unavailable, if this document is if the relevant evidence is not available, then you can provide you can say that then you can provide affidavits of support from your friends or family members. So I will discuss it in a video when we will discuss about documentation which is required for asylum application. Refer to instruction part 1, filing instruction, section 2, basics of eligibility. It's talking about I589 instructions. So we don't need to read it. So question number 1: why are you applying for asylum or withholding of removal under section 241B3 of the Immigration and Nationality Act, or for withholding of removal under the Convention Against Torture? Check the appropriate box or boxes below and then provide detailed answer to the question A and B below. So here you will provide the basic of your claim. If you are applying on race, that you were persecuted on the basis of your race, then you will check this box. If you are persecuted on the basis of your political opinion, then you will check box B. And if you were persecuted on the basis of religion, then you will check this box. And if you were persecuted on the basis of membership in a particular social group, that could be any LGBT plus group or any other welfare or trust group that you have joined and you were persecuted on the basis of your work. After that is your nationality. For example, if you are Burmese Muslim, then you have read or you have listened a lot of about the persecution of Muslim in Burma, Myanmar. Okay, after that is torture convention. So you can check actually multiple boxes, whichever applies to you. So in the next question, that is A, it is a part of question A1. Sorry, it's the part of question 1 and it's part A. Have you, your family or close friends or colleagues ever experienced harm or mistreatment or threats in the past by anyone? If your family, obviously your family, close friends, colleagues have faced the same persecution as you faced, then you will check a box yes. Okay, and if you check this box yes, you will have to explain what happened to you, your family member, your close friend, your colleague, and when the harm or mistreatment or threats occurred. Here I want to explain that torture doesn't mean that if you were physically tortured. It can be mentally tortured, that you received threats from some terrorist group, and you try to explain it to police officers or your concerning authorities, law enforcement agencies. They took no action. So here in this box, question number A, you will write what happened to you, your family member, your close friends or colleagues, when it was happened, who did this to you, and why you believe that harm or mistreatment or threats occurred. and you have to provide information here in question number A, that why these things happen to you. Obviously, you will provide information about your political opinion, membership in a particular social group, torture, conviction, religious basis, or race or nationality basis. You will explain why you were persecuted on the basis of your race, why you were persecuted on the basis of your nationality, why you were persecuted on the basis of your religion. You will have to explain a very short explanation of that event and why you were, and the reason behind that event which occurred to you, that is your persecution. Hope so I'm clear with question number A. Actually, you will, if you are providing your personal statement, that is your personal testimony, then you can write here as written in personal statement. You don't need to answer these questions extensively. You only can write here in this box. In this box, I can mention here in this box. Okay, in this box you can provide. You can write that. You can write this as written in personal statement, or you can write as written. So you can write here watch personal statement. So here you have three options actually. You can write here as written in the personal statement, you can write here watch personal statement, or if you are not providing your personal statement with your application, then you will write here these things: what happened, when did that was happened, who did that to you, and why you believe the harm, mistreatment, or threats occurred. After that is question number B. Hope so I was clear. If you have further questions, you can drop them in the comments. After that is question part number B. Do you fear harm or mistreatment if you return to your home? Obviously yes. If you are claiming asylum in the United States, then obviously you will fear persecution in your homeland country. So while writing the answer of this question, you will have to keep these points in your mind. What harm or mistreatment you fear? You will have to write what can be done with you whenever you return to your country. You will have to write that fear or mistreatment. Who you believe would harm or mistreat you. Who is the persecutor? Actually, you will write here who is the persecutor and why that persecutor is doing that with you. Why you believe you would or could be harmed or mistreated. That here you will write why you can be harmed, mistreated in future if you return to your country. So in this question number 1 part B, you will write what harm or mistreatment you fear and who can do that with you, and why that mistreatment or harm can be done with you. So you will have to provide all this information. After that is part B. Here is the question number 2. Have you or your family member ever been accused, charged, arrested, detained, interrogated, convicted, and sentenced or imprisoned in any country other than the United States, including for an immigration law violation? If you have violated an immigration law, if you have violated any civil law, if you have violated any tax law, if you have violated any criminal law, you or your family member, if they were arrested in any country, they will have you will have to check yes, and if they were not, then you will write here check this box, that is no, and you don't need to write anything here in this black box. You can print out, and after that you can write here NA. After that is question number 3A. Have you or your family members ever belonged to or been associated with any organization or group in your home country, such as but not limited to political party, student group, labor union, religious organization, military or paramilitary groups, civil patrols, guerrilla organizations, ethnic groups, human rights groups, or press or media? If you or your family member, your mother, father, or sibling, they belong to any human rights group, press, media, civil patrol, guerrilla organization, paramilitary, military, ethnic group, religious group, labor union, student group, or political party, then you will check here yes, and you will write here in this box that at what level they were participating in that labor union, religious organization, whatever group they have. Any leadership or any position they hold, you will write about that, and the length of time you or your family member were involved in that group, maybe religious organization, military or paramilitary groups, civil patrols, human rights group, or passive media. You will have to write length of your working for that group. After that is question number 3b. Do you or your family members continue to participate in any way in this organization or group? When you left your country, have you continued to participate in that organization? Then you will check here yes, otherwise check no. If it is yes, then you will provide the information, current level of participation, at what level you are participating in that group, what is your activity, any leadership or position you are currently holding, and the length of your and your family members participation in that organization. So question number 4, are you afraid of being subjected to torture in your home country or any other country to which you may be returned? Are you afraid of being subjected to torture in your home country? So that is the main point. So obviously the answer of this question should be yes. Okay, if you check this box on the top of this application, this box, if you check this box, then you will have to write the answer of question number 4 in part B. Here in this question you will have to explain why you fear you can be persecuted, tortured. Actually, torture, as I have already discussed, that torture doesn't mean that you should be you were tortured physically. It can be mentally tortured. Okay, after that is part C. In the next video we will discuss part C. Here I think so I am clear what I have to say, and I have provided all the relevant informations which you need to fill out part B. So if you have further any question, you can comment your question. I will try to answer those questions. If you have any other immigration related questions, you can post them on the in the comments. I will try to answer those questions. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. In the next video we'll discuss part C of this application.